Hello Libra! Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. Website on the top here is usgamesinc.com if you're interested. Support of Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, illustrated by Jesse Reish. There's a website at the bottom there, hayhouse.com. Feel free to freeze frame on any of that information if you want it, of course. Okay, what do we have for Libra? Why is your card in question? Like, your cards are good. Literally, the Justice card, which is your card, comes up in question. Are you dealing with it? Alright, somebody's, what are they doing? There's something is a little askew, definitely. That's upside down. That's upside down. Okay. Why are all the cards, no matter what way I do it, they're upside down? No matter what way I do it. Literally, no matter what way I do it, they're upside down. Something is definitely not working right. Every single Oracle card is upside down. Okay, so you're putting some effort into a situation. It's lacking organization. Something is not, it's not working the way it's supposed to. Something is wrong. Something is very wrong is what I keep getting. Because all of the Oracle cards are literally upside down no matter what I do. I keep turning the deck upside down. It's like no matter what I do, cards keep coming up upside down. This situation might have been going on for a while. I'm kind of like floored. Like, okay. 5 of Fire, which is arguments. And then the Lover's card. The Lover's card is being repeated because it's over here on the other side. Is somebody manipulating you? I mean, you wouldn't allow that if you saw it. So it's kind of like, maybe that's the heads up on this one. Maybe somebody is manipulating you and they want you to see it. They want you to see the truth. Somebody doesn't seem to be showing who they really are. This card. Alright, so it's the 3 of Wands, right? Which usually talks about travel, in my opinion. Sometimes it talks about, you know, aspirations to go other places. Especially in this card, if you really look at it, there's that, if it focuses anyway, there's that ship in the background, but it's in the sky. It's not like actually in the water. It's kind of like waiting for the ship to come in. Because when I think of 3 of Fire, I think of actual travel, but this one's kind of more of like aspirations of travel. Somebody has other ideas about what they want to do, and they're just trying to keep you in a position that suits them. I feel like this is somebody who's flat out lying to you constantly. Constantly. Especially with Study reversed. This is one of the Oracle cards. There's 5 of them. All 5 of them. All reversed. It's killing me. I still feel like there's lies with this. Somebody who's like manipulating the truth to make it look like they're the one who's in the right. Somebody who's like when I see Study reversed, I'm getting like a history card here. But you know when they say history based on what they want you to think versus what really happened, it's one of those things. Kind of like, well, what actually happened, we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to highlight what we like from it, and then we're going to boost up some things that maybe didn't happen quite that way, but we're going to make you feel like it did. We're going to make you want to believe it went that way, and then you'll just like it better. And then you can do what we want and handle it the way we want instead of, you know, the honest way. We don't want to do that because it kind of makes things too messy. You know what I mean? I think it's one of those things. Somebody's like manipulating history to make it look more, and they might be just flat out lying. Just flat out lying, just making up things that just never happened. It's making me like feel really nauseous and really like the energy from this person is very toxic if this is hitting. Somebody else, did they warn you? Did this other person warn you? Because there's definitely other people who know what's going on here. Did they warn you? Did they warn the Libra? Ace of Pentacles and the Emperor. Emperor is in contrast to Libra sometimes. Because the Emperor is just about, like, let's just go in and just clear house. And Libra is more like, well, let's clear it a certain way. Let's be more diplomatic about it. Let's figure it out. I don't know if this other person is really an ally or really, I don't know. They don't seem to believe in you either. But it's somebody who I feel like is in contrast to you that maybe you have difficulty with. Seems to know the truth here, but they're not telling it to you. This is really kind of deep, kind of convoluted here. This is something I feel like you're not realizing what's actually happening, and they want it to come forward so you see it. For those of you, this may not be making sense, but you're still watching for some reason. I feel like what they're saying is, like, give it a couple weeks, and you'll find out, because it's something that you can't seem to get yourself detached from. You seem to be stuck in it. Something you don't want to be a part of. Maybe you don't realize how much of a part of it you really are, and you just keep doing what you're supposed to be. You're like, I got my responsibilities. I'm handling my responsibilities. I'm not worried about that. But you're more involved in this than you realized. The let go reversed is telling me you can't let go of this. It's just constantly there. And you have the opportunity to heal this situation and bring it forward, put it in perspective, but it's going to take a bit of work. We have to get this under, see, this came out, both of these came out upside down. But the first step is to organize the situation and really start putting in the effort. Another person, a part of this, I feel like they just are not nice to you. I wouldn't say they were a bad person, but they're definitely not nice to you. I don't know what you can do with that, but not a bad person, yet not nice to you. So it's kind of like, are you sure they're not a bad person? Because they're mean to me. Yeah. They're very honest. They're just kind of brutal, is what I'm getting. They're kind of biting. I don't feel like they lie. I just feel like they can be very sharp with the truth. Very sharp. Ouch. Working with that person, and you just tell them, I'm trying to just sort it out and to make this right. And if we have to do this the tough way, then we have to do this the tough way. That will first you got to organize it with this person who's really, I feel like they're not nice to you. Take it with a grain of salt. They're not nice to you, or they make you nervous because they're more likely to cause a fire, than to just calmly sort it out. Like, they might start an argument very easily, is what I'm trying to say. Once we get organization and we get this other person more in line, they're not going to be your best buddy, but they will be about the truth. So the truth will at least happen. That's when divine guidance will come in a little bit better. I don't think you're going to be able to let go of it still, but that's when your energy starts to come in, because, well, it's like you're blocked. I'm not seeing the point of this. I'm not seeing this work out. It's like your energy is being blocked. So if we pull that out and we start seeing the abundance here of working with people that really aren't the easiest to work with, the truth will come forward with these other people. The healing will come in afterwards with the Four of Swords. Yeah? Yeah. Working with the one that you don't really care to, I feel like they're honest. They're just difficult to work with. And they're not, I keep getting that they're not nice to you. But they are honest. And I feel like you know that. I feel like you know what they're about. Like, they're not really nice, but they're truthful. Gulp. And it's weird because it's like an energy I usually work with, but I feel like this is somebody who's just, when I'm feeling this energy, it doesn't matter how much I agree with this person, they're just going to be mean to me. I just feel like they're just going to say things to me like, well, this is your fault anyway if you did what you were supposed to, blah, blah, blah. I just feel like they're going to throw barbs at me. I just feel like it's going to keep happening. They're not going to want to be diplomatic. It's just kind of like you have to let them say their comments and ignore the comments and just keep working forward towards making things better. It's stressful. It really is. But the healing does come forward. I feel like that shuts down this other energy because it becomes too heavy for them to pull their lies anymore, because the person over here that's harsher will not accept anything less than the truth, and they will not be nice about it. They're not nice to you, but they're definitely not going to be nice to this other person. They dislike this other person more than they dislike you. Oh my gosh. You know, if I'm off, I'm off. But because like I'm like, oh my god, this feels brutal to me. Feels real brutal. Are they gonna continually be rotten to you, or are they gonna finally give you a break? They'll back off after a while. The more you do things their way, the less of a problem they'll be to you. I feel like the other person who's truly lying here is the one who's going to get the brunt of it. At first, when you start working with this energy, it's going to be difficult. I do feel like the more you work with them and you more try to do it their way, the easier it's going to be for you. And I feel like they're going to subside and pull back a bit because I feel like they're going to realize that they're just being a jerk. There's no point to be that rotten. Take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. Hopefully that isn't that brutal, but I got to read it the way it's coming. Once the healing occurs, I feel like things get a lot better. You and whoever this other person, the good person is, you're never going to be best buddies. I just don't see that happening. Not in this life. But they'll help clean up a mess that needs to be cleaned up. And I feel like the situation as a whole will get a lot better. The Knight of Cups will come in. You'll be a lot happier. Everybody else will be a lot happier. It'll clean up this stuff. Maybe it's not going to get run quite the way you want it to get run, but the quality is a lot better. The quality is much higher. This is like, instead of having leftovers, having a nice meal, it's just the work put into the meal is a lot. That's all. I don't know how else to explain it because it is a little bit trying to get it a little bit better. Your energy won't be blocked anymore. Things will go a lot better. Whoever this energy is, I don't know what to say about them. Definitely harsh. I don't know what to say. I think I'm trying to make something nicer than it actually is, but I don't know. Let me know. You'll let me know in the comments. I know you guys will. So hopefully this works in a positive way for you. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.